The Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
We continue to follow breaking news we first brought you at 6 this evening. Manchester police say they arrested a teenager who is accused of going to a high school to terrorize another student. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi is at Manchester High School with what led up to that arrest.
Police tell us the terrifying moment happened around 1:25 this Thursday afternoon, and police cruisers were cleared by the time we got here. But we do know that the teen was not a student at Manchester High School, and he's been arrested with multiple charges. Manchester police say this all started with a threatened complaint. A parent reported that a 16-year-old from Hartford was on his way to the school to confront another student, and he was armed. Police notified the school immediately, and the school was placed into a brief lockdown. Officers were able to find the teen and take him into custody, but they did not find any weapons. Police say the suspect was not a student at the school, and he was charged with multiple counts, including breach of peace, threatening, and stalking. The police department says quick response from the school resource officers and the school staff helped make sure students stay safe. Now, police tell us the identity of the teen won't be released, but the investigation continues. In Manchester, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
We are also following breaking news in Hartford tonight, where police are investigating a shooting. That shooting happened on Heartland Street. Police say they responded to a shot spotter alert in the area where they found a 17-year-old boy who had been shot, and they say he is expected to recover. Police have not given any information about a suspect, and as we learn more, we will update you. As always, for any breaking news stories, stay with Fox 61 on air, online, and on Fox 61 Plus. Stream us 24/7 and watch for free. It was a blustery and cold Thursday, but luckily the winds are dying down for parts of the state, and some sunshine will be making a return tomorrow.
Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with the first check of the forecast. But is it going to be another cold one tomorrow, Rachel?
Yeah, that sunshine's not going to help really warm us up tomorrow morning. We'll see wind chills that will be down into the single digits and teens on your way out the door. There is technically a wind advisory in effect until Friday morning for the northern half of the state. Honestly, we're not seeing damaging winds out there. They may end up getting it canceled early. And we are following the chance for some accumulating snow on Sunday as well. Not a big storm, but maybe enough to coat things up. Here's a look at winds gusting up to around 30 miles per hour currently for Waterbury, 16 in Hartford. Again, not damaging winds, but you're still noticing the wind. Overnight lows will fall back into the teens to right around 20 degrees as we head towards daybreak. But again, here's a look at those wind chills in the single digits and teens by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. For your Friday, plenty of sunshine. High temperatures will rebound into the 30s in the afternoon, but with a breeze, it will feel like the 20s. We're dry on Saturday, but Saturday night into Sunday, we have some snow in the forecast. We'll talk about it coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. We're following a water main break in Waterbury that's slowing down traffic and reducing business in one area.
Now, the shops do want you to know they are still open. Fox 61's Tim Latow joins us live from Thomaston Avenue with the latest on the impact there. Tim?
Brent and Sarah, crews are working from sunup and still late into the night here to get those repairs made as quickly as possible. But much of the progress hinges on a specific valve that has to be shipped here. And for the local businesses, it can't come soon enough.
It's actually been like a real trying run for us because the road's been closed. We only have one-way traffic. A lot of people are finding it difficult to get here, so our sales have been a little bit lower than we would like.
Thomaston Avenue remains closed as a result of a water main break that began Wednesday and likely won't be finished until later next week. It's slowing down traffic and business at local shops like Hindsight Barbecue. And next door, Skytop Nails says dozens of people have canceled their appointments.
Yeah, customers have a trouble to complain. And then they can park and then they can't go inside.
The businesses and city want customers to know they are open and accessible. Just be prepared to take a detour. Mayor Paul Pernerowski Jr. says a specific valve is currently being shipped, but won't be able to be installed until sometime next week.
We are in the process of bringing in the parts. We have the drop gates that we can put in. We've ordered some of these parts ahead of time. The valve replacement will occur. None of that will require the loss of water to anyone, so there's going to be no shutdown of water at this point.
Pernaruski says the city is prone to dozens of water main breaks every year, as some parts of the system are estimated to be 130 years old. He says some repairs can cost the city more than $500,000 each.
We spent a lot of time over the summer on the 30-inch break on Huntington Avenue. It was in the summer. It was relatively warm out. This is more typically what happens with water breaks. They happen in this frigid cold weather as the ground shifts because of the frost and the temperature changes. Over the course of a normal year, we have about 30 or 40 of these breaks in any given year. This is typical of that.
The cold weather and free-flowing water couldn't have landed at a worse time of the season for Hindsight Barbecue, as customers need to run in to pick up their holiday catering orders, but staff are able to keep on cooking with help from the city.
Sort of like the nightmare before Christmas, but we're still trying to think positive and stay positive about it. We are working very closely with the city of Waterbury. They've been gracious to help us find a way to get people to still be able to get here.
And city leaders say the water is safe to use and drink. They recommend letting the water run for a couple of minutes if it appears discolored. Live in Waterbury, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
All right, Tim, thank you. We have confirmed new details about Connecticut's first case of measles in 4 years. Health officials say the patient is an unvaccinated child who attends Christian Heritage School in Trumbull. The Department of Public Health says this case serves as a reminder that vaccination is still the most effective way to prevent measles. The state maintains a 98% vaccination rate among kindergartners, but measles cases are spiking nationwide. The CDC reports nearly 2,000 cases this year, the most since measles was declared eliminated in 2000. Health officials say the Trumbull child recently traveled out of the country and developed symptoms after returning home. The state is now working to trace any possible exposures.
Sometimes people forget the impact of a disease, and we've had 25 years of small outbreaks here and there, but they were able to be quashed in their place. What we've seen this year is more sustained transmission around the country, around other countries.
A letter sent to parents says the child was in school on December 4th, and all unvaccinated or under-vaccinated students and staff must now stay home through December 25th.
Governor Ned Lamont says the state will use around $70 million to help cover most Affordable Care Act tax credits for a year. The Senate rejected legislation earlier today to extend them into the new year. So let's break down this decision for you. The funding will extend Access Health CT programs for more than 100,000 people. Families who earn up to $56,000 a year will see no change in health care costs, while a family of 4 that earns up to $128,000 will have minimal changes in coverage. Those with slightly higher incomes will pay a bit more but still receive state support. Lamont says the subsidies will save some households hundreds of dollars a month. You have now until January 15th to review options and enroll through Access Health CT.
A major development in the case of Randy Cox, the man left paralyzed after a police transport van incident back in 2022. A judge has just made a critical decision that could change how this trial plays out for 3 of the New Haven officers involved.
Oscar Diaz, Jocelyn Lavendier, and Luis Rivera are charged with reckless endangerment and negligent cruelty to persons. This involves the 2022 police transport incident that left Cox paralyzed. Cox was being arrested on weapons charges. He was left unrestrained in the back of a van when it stopped suddenly, which caused him to hit his head and neck. He's now paralyzed from the mid-chest down. Former Sergeant Betsy Segee and Ronald Presley took plea deals, but the 3 others rejected them. Diaz was reinstated earlier this year after the State Labor Board overturned his firing. Their next court date's January 29th, with tentative jury selection beginning February 9th in New Haven.
And this comes as New Haven will see additional police officers on the streets soon. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot spoke to them and asked what they hope to accomplish.
The New Haven Police Department has 12 new officers. They tell me they are ready to serve the city and work with the young people who live here. This is the moment these 12 officers have been waiting 6 months for.
We still got a long ways to go, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the challenge of being an officer in New Haven.
Dwayne Harris always knew he wanted to work in law enforcement. He says he's looking forward to working with the youth in the city.
I know that this city have a huge problem with that, so I'm trying to help out in my way to give back and show them the right way and not follow, crime. So that's the first thing I want to do.
Chief Carl Jacobson says while there's only 12 in this class, the next one has 30, which he says shows that people in the city want to serve their community.
We're really getting larger and larger classes. As you saw, it was a diverse class. There's a lot of people. There's a former MMA fighter. There's a former social worker. There's a lot of people with a lot of different traits and skills that'll help the New Haven Police Department, get better. I'm very excited about it. We did only have one female in this class, but the next class in January, we're hoping to have 10 females seated. So it's just about making a diverse police department.
For Anthony Marin, he's eager to protect the community he grew up in.
Being born and raised is definitely a lot more surreal. Graduated from New Haven, high school and college, so it's definitely surreal being a police officer now, get to protect and serve.
The graduation was full of emotions as the officers were pinned by loved ones and friends. And soon they will be hitting the ground running.
This is something that you have done voluntarily, you have stepped up and you have worked hard for it. And on behalf of New Haven, we are grateful to you for your service.
Chief Carl Jacobson says the new officers will start the week after Christmas. In New Haven, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.